Good morning to my peers. My name is Ms. Yumnaa Mohammed and I'm a grade 1 mathematics teacher. And today my video is about a game that I have made for my mathematics learners. It is based on term 3 and this game is to be done as group work. It is also to be done independently by the students so that I may be able to teach another lesson to a smaller group, so a newer lesson to a small group, while the other learners play this game. It is group work. Now the game is to be used, like I said again, it's a term 3 game. So you may use it in term 4 so that the children can brush up their memory, anytime as long as it's past term 3. Now the second thing is the content area that it addresses. So I took my game from numbers, operations, and relationships. So that's the topic. And the subtopic is addition and subtraction. You can find this on page 43 of the CAPS Mathematics CAPS document. Now let us look at the learning and developmental outcomes. So the first thing that the learners would gain from this game is number recognition. So children will understand and recognize number sequences. Remember that even the snake in the game is not straight. So the numbers are not in a straight line. They're all over the place because a snake does not move or curl straight. They coil. And so to give you an idea of what it looks like currently, this is the game. Like I said, as you can see, it coils, right? It's not straight. So learners would be able to see that, they would have to recognize that number 1 follows an order all the way up to number 15, and it works the same way backwards. So they will be able to understand and recognize the number sequence. The second thing is addition and subtraction. So this game is about mental mathematics, right? It is there to brush up the children's mental mathematics, to give them an avenue to practice their mental mathematics that is fun and that is engaging. So the learners will be able to count forward and backwards using calculations based on this game. Again, the game only goes up to 15 because that is a recommended number that they should be doing addition and subtraction for in grade 1 term 3. Another thing that we see here is mathematics vocabulary, right? So they will be using things like words like I would have to move forward by 3, or I would have to add 3, or I would have to minus 2, words like that. These are words that you learn from a young age. And you only get better at it as you get older, and you get better by doing practice. So games like this give learners that avenue to practice. And the last thing is that the game is fun and engaging. Remember that children don't always learn best when sitting at a table and just listening to the teacher talk, being talked at. You have to make their lessons fun and interactive for them and make them want to do their work. So this game creates a love for mathematics. It creates fun and sportsmanship, and children will be more like in touch with their emotions. Basically, they would feel like excitement, and they would have to learn risk and reward, things like that, things that makes the game fun and interactive. Now, let us move on and look at the rules of the game. So the game kind of follows a basic snakes and ladders rules. However, I have 2 caps here, right? So we will not be using dice. We will be using addition and subtraction signs, and we will be using numbers, very literal numbers. So like I said, recognizing number patterns and number sequences as well as numbers, right? So since like I said, it's group work, so you can have your numbers in basically anything. I put mine in a cap. One learner would have to have the cap and they have to shake the cap, right? So the learner that's currently on their turn would have to first pick a sign, whether it's addition or subtraction. Mine is subtraction. So I'm stuck with subtraction, right? And since I'm just starting, I stay on 0, right? I'll be there. So it's not 0, it's basically just starting. But just to give you an idea of how the game works, first they'll have to pick up their sign, mine is subtraction, then they'll have to pick up their number, and my number is 15. So as you can see, I cannot move. So since they are at subtraction, right, the first thing we go was subtraction, they would have to stay at the starting point. However, if they get an addition sign, right, they get an addition sign and they pick up a number -6, they would have to move 6 on the game. So they will move like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only if they land on a number with the ladder, right, they can make the choice whether they would like to go up or down. However, if they land on a snake, they have no choice but to go down. The first person that reaches the end, the head of the snake is the end, will get a gold star, right? And the children can choose. The gold system and incentive. You can pick between a gold star, or you can use happy faces or emoji faces, things like that. Things that make the lessons fun and interactive for your learners. Remember that this is a game for a grade 1 class, and because they are children, you have to have games that stimulate them. And this is a game that I believe stimulates my classroom. Thank you so much for watching my video.